Hey you, welcome to my queendom. I'm Ashley Cole, a certified spiritual and emotional wellness life coach, psychic empath, Reiki practitioner, author, and intuitive reader. And today I'd like to share the benefits of shadow work with you. So what is shadow work? Shadow work is a form of healing that requires you to address the trauma you've experienced head on. It calls for you to shed light on the fears you've allowed to create illusions within your everyday life. The fears you fight to conceal each day. The things you refuse to accept because, let's be honest, they're just too painful. Shadow work calls us to be fierce and face reality when addressing old wounds. I'm sure you love to surround a bonfire, shed a few tears, and kumbaya your way into healing from things you don't want to speak of or experience. But I hate to disappoint. Healing is definitely not that easy. Fortunately for all of us, it is extremely rewarding, which is why shadow work is necessary. While it will require your time, patience, and sometimes a few tears, the benefits are transformational as well as life-altering. Personally, shadow work has changed my life forever due to its ability to assist in healing trauma I experienced in my childhood as well as in a previous marriage. Not understanding the importance of healing caused me to marry a man, assuming myself to be head over heels in love with him. I'd known him most of my life, and from my viewpoint, we were friends before lovers. However, due to our history and familiarity, our relationship was doomed from the beginning. We may have loved one another platonically. However, trauma experienced prior to the marriage manifested what you would call a trauma bond. Utilizing shadow work methods allowed me to realize once healed, I'd attracted someone who would experience the same trauma I experienced as a child. What most of us do not realize until it's too late is that the familiarity and bond we experience in our relationships is simply the other person mirroring or reflecting our energy back to us. They also may seem familiar or deeply connected to us due to their behaviors being similar to the patterns we've normalized since childhood. Needless to say, when we are not healed, our partners mirror the things we need to heal within. When we are triggered by their behavior, they are mirroring the trauma we've experienced prior to them entering our lives. In a situation where both are willing to do the work to heal the trauma, these situations can turn out for the best. In situations where one or both individuals are too trapped in traumatic illusions to see what is true or break free from traumatic bonds, codependency, or abuse wounds, the relationship unfortunately never has a chance. The reason shadow work is so important is because it wakes us up to what is true and what is an illusion. For example, if all your life you kept being triggered by people telling you you were not enough and you never took the time to figure out where the trigger stemmed from, you are literally robbing yourself of being happy. Furthermore, over time, you will begin to believe what you hear, which will cause you to succumb to another person's perception of who you are. Yes, someone not believing in you is unfortunate. However, when you heal, you realize another person's opinion is simply a projection of what they feel about themselves. I'll give another example. Many members in my family have experienced some level of trauma. This trauma was never healed, and so it was passed down to the next generation. This is how not doing your shadow work will keep you stuck in a traumatic cycle. I was one, if not the only family member to choose a different route. Breaking generational curses, beliefs, limitations, behaviors, and patterns all by yourself is not for the weak. This doesn't make me better than anyone. It just means I grew tired of singing the same damn song, and my shadow work allowed me to break free from things, people, behaviors, and thoughts that no longer serve me. The reason many of us remain stuck is because we allow the fear stemming from illusions to trick us into believing we are incapable of healing the greatest pain we've ever experienced. I am a living witness that stepping into your power and facing your fears, addressing these old wounds can be quite daunting, but it is the most liberating experience you will ever endure in your life. I went from fearing love because love had been poorly displayed to chasing after the love I have for myself and unabashedly allowing others to love me just as hard. Had I not allowed myself to sit with those wounds and understand where they were stemming from, I'd not only deprived myself of peace and happiness, I'd be depriving those who want to love me unconditionally of loving me with all they've got. I'd block their advances due to fear of commitment. I'd run in fear of vulnerable situations, and I'd never experience the abundant life that is my birthright. What I want for you is to accept that no, you will not enjoy the healing process, and shadow work hurts like hell. But the reward of healing wounds that have remained dormant, preventing you from fully experiencing life, is you get to live life through a new lens. Not the lens of your parents' wounds, not the lens of the abuse you experienced, not the lens of the failures, the pain, and the sorrow. The lens of a high vibrational, powerful, sovereign being who had the strength to face their fears and chase after everything they once thought they would never have. So the next time you hear the word shadow work, instead of frowning or rolling your eyes like I do at times, grab a paper and a pen and write down the most recent event that triggered an emotional wound. Ask yourself why you were triggered and what this trigger reminds you of. And my friend, that is where it all begins. You deserve a peaceful, pleasure-filled, abundant, joyful, unconditionally loving life. Go get what you want and get out of your own way so you can have it. P.S. Make sure you check in and let me know how peaceful you feel after you release all that pain. Love yourself enough to free yourself from past pain. Your happiness depends on it. I truly hope this message helps. For those interested in hearing more, feel free to follow or subscribe to my podcast, blog, or YouTube channel by clicking the link in my bio. Also, if you're interested in joining my Queen Evolve Spiritual Mentorship Program, the next class will begin May 9th. So I'll be sure to complete the survey by clicking the link in my bio. Also, for those interested in a private reading, my Etsy store is available and open. I'll be posting collective readings on my YouTube channel, so head over and see if any of my previous readings resonate. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I look forward to working with you. Until next time, I send you peace, blessings, love, and light. Bye.